The worlds of space exploration and artificial intelligence have officially collided. Elon Musk, a figure synonymous with ambitious technological leaps, has orchestrated a landmark merger between his two formidable companies, SpaceX and xAI. The announcement, which reverberated through the global business community on Monday, confirmed that the aerospace giant SpaceX has formally acquired the innovative AI startup, xAI. This is not just a simple corporate consolidation. It represents the birth of a new technological titan, a single entity designed to push the boundaries of what is possible both on Earth and far beyond its atmosphere. The deal creates a powerful synergy between two of Musk's most forward-thinking ventures. SpaceX is a name that needs little introduction. It has revolutionized the aerospace industry with its reusable rockets, ambitious Starlink satellite internet constellation, and the ultimate goal of making humanity a multi-planetary species. On the other side of this merger is xAI, Musk's newer but equally ambitious artificial intelligence company. Its mission is to understand the true nature of the universe by creating advanced AI that can reason and problem solve at an unprecedented level. The fusion of these two powerhouses is a strategic masterpiece, aiming to integrate xAI's profound computational intelligence directly into SpaceX's complex operational and exploratory missions, potentially accelerating progress at an exponential rate. This monumental event was revealed to the world in a characteristically modern fashion, through a series of coordinated press releases and social media posts from executives at both companies on February 3, 2026. The announcement detailed the vision behind the merger, to create a feedback loop where space exploration generates massive datasets that fuel AI development, and that very same advanced AI helps solve the immense challenges of space travel. This integration promises to enhance everything from rocket launch autonomy and spacecraft navigation to the analysis of deep space data. The move is seen as a direct step toward realizing Musk's grandest visions for the future of humanity. The merger follows a pattern of high-stakes consolidation by Musk, who has consistently worked to interconnect his various enterprises. This latest deal comes on the heels of the $44 billion acquisition of Twitter, now known as X, and a subsequent $100 billion merger that integrated xAI more deeply with X. By bringing SpaceX into this fold, Musk is creating an unparalleled ecosystem of technology, information, and infrastructure. This network of companies is designed to work in concert, with each part strengthening the others. The SpaceX and xAI merger is the most audacious chapter yet in this saga of industrial consolidation and innovation. Behind every multi-billion-dollar merger lies an army of legal experts navigating a labyrinth of regulations and negotiations. For this historic transaction, Elon Musk enlisted some of the most prestigious law firms in the world to ensure a smooth and successful outcome. The team from Sullivan & Cromwell took the lead in representing the artificial intelligence startup, xAI. This firm is renowned for its expertise in high-stakes corporate law, and their involvement signaled the seriousness and complexity of the deal from the very beginning. The Sullivan & Cromwell team was tasked with protecting xAI's interests and ensuring its intellectual property was valued correctly within the larger structure. Leading the charge for Sullivan & Cromwell were partners Mike Ringler and Peter Jones, two legal heavyweights with extensive experience in major tech mergers. Their guidance was instrumental in charting the course for xAI through the intricate negotiations, ensuring that the smaller, newer company was integrated on favorable terms. The meticulous work of Ringler, Jones, and their team was critical in addressing the countless legal hurdles that arise in a deal of this magnitude. Their role was not just to finalize paperwork, but to strategically position xAI for its new, expanded role within the combined corporate powerhouse, safeguarding its innovative culture and future potential. On the other side of the table, representing the aerospace giant SpaceX, was the equally formidable law firm, Gibson, Dunn & Crutcher. This global legal institution has a long and storied history of handling some of the largest corporate transactions in modern history. Their team was responsible for managing the acquisition from SpaceX's perspective, ensuring that all regulatory requirements were met and that the merger aligned with SpaceX's long-term strategic objectives. The firm's deep bench of corporate law experts was essential for a smooth execution of this trillion-dollar consolidation, a testament to the trust Musk places in their capabilities. The Gibson, Dunn & Crutcher team was spearheaded by partners George Sampas and Robert Little, who brought their considerable experience to bear on the proceedings. Their work involved coordinating with financial advisors, navigating international trade laws, and ensuring compliance with securities regulations. Beyond these two primary firms, additional legal counsel was provided by HWG LLP, which offered specialized advice on regulatory matters. The combined efforts of these elite legal teams were the invisible scaffolding that allowed for the successful construction of this new corporate giant, a process that required months of intense behind-the-scenes work to bring to fruition. The merger of SpaceX and xAI has not just created a technological powerhouse, it has forged a financial behemoth of almost unimaginable scale. The officially announced valuation for the newly combined entity stands at a breathtaking $1.25 trillion. This figure places the private company in an elite global category, rivaling the market capitalization of some of the world's largest public corporations. This staggering valuation is a clear reflection of investor confidence in the synergistic potential of combining SpaceX's proven hardware and launch capabilities with xAI's cutting-edge software and artificial intelligence research, creating a company with a perceived value far greater than the sum of its parts. This monumental transaction is the latest in a string of financially audacious moves orchestrated by Elon Musk. It builds directly upon the foundation of his previous large-scale deals, including the $100 billion merger that brought xAI and X, formerly Twitter, closer together, and SpaceX's earlier, strategic $17 billion acquisition of EchoStar Corporation's wireless spectrum assets. Each of these deals was a calculated step in a broader strategy to build an integrated technology empire. The sheer scale of the capital involved in the SpaceX xAI merger underscores Musk's unparalleled ability to attract massive investment for his visionary and often high-risk projects. The financial architecture of this deal is incredibly complex, involving a massive consolidation of assets, intellectual property, and shareholder equity from both companies. The $1.25 trillion valuation was determined through a rigorous process involving independent auditors and financial analysts, taking into account SpaceX's existing contracts, launch manifest, and Starlink infrastructure, as well as xAI's AI models, talent, and data resources. The announcement sent shockwaves through the financial world, with market analysts now scrambling to recalibrate their forecasts for the aerospace, AI, and telecommunications sectors in light of this new, dominant market force. The immediate financial impact is clear, but the long-term implications are even more profound. This massive valuation sets a new precedent for how markets value the integration of deep technology sectors like space and AI. It signals a powerful belief among investors that the next wave of economic growth will be driven by companies that can master both the physical and digital realms. The financial strength of the combined entity provides it with a war chest to out-innovate and outspend competitors, ensuring its position at the forefront of technological advancement for years to come. With the ink on the merger agreement barely dry, the newly formed SpaceX xAI is already looking toward its next monumental milestone, an initial public offering, or IPO. Company insiders have confirmed that plans are well underway for the combined entity to go public later this year. This highly anticipated move would transition the company from one of the world's most valuable private enterprises into a publicly traded corporation, opening the door for institutional and retail investors to own a piece of Musk's integrated vision. An IPO would not only provide a massive infusion of capital, but also subject the company to the increased transparency and regulatory scrutiny of public markets. The planned public offering is poised to be one of the largest and most watched IPOs in stock market history. The company is reportedly aiming to raise as much as $50 billion from the offering, a figure that would shatter previous records. This capital would be instrumental in funding the company's incredibly ambitious roadmap. The funds are earmarked for accelerating the development of SpaceX's Starship, the vehicle designed for Mars colonization missions, as well as for scaling up the manufacturing of Starlink satellites. Furthermore, a significant portion would be dedicated to building the massive computational infrastructure required for xAI to achieve artificial general intelligence. The decision to go public marks a significant strategic shift. For years, Elon Musk has praised the benefits of keeping SpaceX private, which allowed the company to focus on long-term goals without the pressure of quarterly earnings reports. However, the sheer capital requirements for colonizing Mars and building true AI have made a public offering a logical next step. This move will allow the company to tap into the vast liquidity of public markets to fund projects that are simply too expensive for private capital alone. It is a calculated trade-off, exchanging some control for the resources needed to achieve humanity-altering goals. This IPO will not just be a financial event, it will be a cultural one. It will offer the public a direct way to invest in a future that includes interplanetary travel and advanced artificial intelligence. The success of the offering will be seen as a global referendum on this bold vision. The capital raised will fuel a new era of innovation, potentially fast-tracking projects that once seemed like science fiction. From establishing a self-sustaining city on Mars to developing AI that can help solve some of Earth's most complex problems, the future of SpaceX xAI is now inextricably linked to the public market. The merger of SpaceX and xAI is more than just a business headline. It signals the dawn of a new technological era with profound implications for our daily lives and the future of humanity. The deep integration of artificial intelligence with space technology will likely accelerate innovation at a dizzying pace. In the near term, we can expect to see improvements in services like the Starlink satellite internet, as AI optimizes network traffic and connectivity across the globe, bringing reliable high-speed internet to even the most remote corners of the planet. This could transform education, commerce, and communication for millions of people. Looking further ahead, the synergy between these two companies aims to solve some of the grandest challenges we face. The development of advanced AI by xAI could be applied to complex problems on Earth, such as climate change modeling, drug discovery, and materials science. By leveraging the immense data-gathering capabilities of SpaceX's satellite networks, the AI will have a constant stream of real-world information to learn from. This creates a powerful cycle. Better data from space leads to smarter AI, and smarter AI helps us manage our world more effectively and design better technologies for space exploration. The long-term vision, of course, is deeply rooted in space. The ultimate goal of this combined entity is to make life multiplanetary, starting with Mars. The AI developed by xAI will be crucial for this endeavor, managing everything from autonomous spacecraft navigation on the long journey to the Red Planet, to operating robotic construction crews that will build the first Martian habitats. This merger is a practical step toward making that science fiction dream a reality, laying the corporate and technological groundwork for humanity's expansion into the solar system. It repositions space exploration from a government-led initiative to a commercially driven enterprise on an unprecedented scale. Ultimately, the fusion of SpaceX and xAI is a massive bet on the power of integrated technology to shape our destiny. It presents a future where intelligent machines help us reach for the stars, and our journey into the cosmos helps us build more intelligent machines. While this concentration of power raises important questions about governance and ethics, its potential for positive transformation is undeniable. From faster internet today to a city on Mars tomorrow, the impact of this trillion-dollar merger will likely be felt for generations, fundamentally altering our relationship with both technology and the universe itself.